Capricorn. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to go on and get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also just simply go ahead and follow the links below. And if any of you missed the webinar where I talked about enhancing and amplifying your manifestation and creation abilities, please go right ahead and check out my website. The replay is available for purchase. It's over 2 hours of content for you if you are interested in boning up on your manifestation skills, honing some abilities, getting things more precise. It is more of an intermediate level chat and webinar, but I think that might be something a lot of people would be very interested in. So what is going on when it comes to your cards this week? Well, this week is actually overlit by the Strength card as the main theme that is coming in behind all areas of your life, right? This is the archetypal theme. This is the through line, the plot, I guess you could say, of the story of the week. And what I'm getting with this Strength card is there's going to be a big focus on making everything more healthy in a big way. When I say making things more healthy, I'm not saying just because it's about strength in the physical form, but we are talking about bringing in supplements and fortifications of the health of all things. Because I'm looking at the Strength card, and there is going to be some attention being paid to the cracks that are already there in many situations, you know, social connections, professional circumstances, relationships, and whatnot. But with the Strength card, we are actually working on making the structures and foundations of these connections much more durable and give them more longevity by allowing them to actually undergo a bit of a fortification process, a bit more of a healing process. And this is about healing, but it's healing in the sense that you're going around, you know, giving buffs to everything that you have. In fact, with the Strength card upright, there is also going to be a focus on maintaining health by demanding things be done in healthy ways, and also a demand for things to be functional. And there is going to be sort of an enforcement of form, health, and function in all of your interactions and all of your doings this week. And so you're going to be finding that the power is there, the power is backing you up, absolutely. But if there are certain spaces or places in your life where there are maybe more cracks than some others, and quite possibly, yes, even we may discover that there are certain elements to certain friendships or family relationships and things that are not as healthy as they could be, they might come under a bit of spiritual scrutiny this week, but only to get your attention so that can actually be cleared and worked on. So as we get into the, material realm when it comes to your work, your money, your professional aspirations, your material abundance, we have the Six of Cups upright. And I'm actually seeing a lot of you getting support to revive some either project or service or professional connection that is actually going to be coming into your life to strengthen your own personal economy, but also something that is getting revived stronger than it was before. This could absolutely be somebody from a past network, or maybe even an old passion, old work opportunity, old role, old industry, or old connection coming back that is allowing you to, of course, heal, fortify, and nourish your field and your progress through your work. Possibly, yes, this is a connection to even an old source of revenue or old money coming your way this week. But with the Six of Cups, we are really going back to our roots to get something that really belongs in our present. It's a very, very cool energy to see. As we step into our communications with our friends, our relatives, and other people in your life, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. And so there might be some issues coming up with a few choice friends or relatives when it comes to a conflict in the way the communication and the bonding is actually occurring. So there we have the Strength card, yes, bringing up something that could be better by showing us what it's not, or where it's not what it could be. And sometimes the universe does that. It shows us what the symptom is before it shows us what the solution is. And with the with the Two of Cups in reverse, I am seeing a friendship or a family relationship being challenged, because it's almost as though the inability to learn the other person's style of communication, or even own and hone one's own, right? Because some people, they sometimes they don't develop their communication style very quickly. They find one style and then they just kind of freeze with it and never let it evolve, is starting to actually take a toll on this friendship, on this relationship that they have with you. And with the Two of Cups reversed, I am seeing that this is something that can be reconciled, provided both people are more invested in the health and the healing of the problem than trying to simply feel empowered by beating or toppling the other person. And this can go either way. I'm sorry to say it that way. Some people, even you yourself may lose your temper with this person, understandably, or some of you may actually be finding that it's not something you want to approach this week, and that's fine. But with the Strength card, there is going to be an understanding of where we ourselves and this other person have been willing participants in an unhealthy way to relate to somebody that we consider to be dear. And we do need to focus on how do we bring that back to health this week. And sometimes the things that don't feel unhealthy because they might actually just feel gratifying or feel rewarding can still be unhealthy, especially if they go in a direction where they lead to maybe excess or imbalance in that connection. And so there is going to be a lot of that to consider. Now, love and romance is very different. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse, and a lot of you are going to be having a chance to actually break out of some ruts, some romantic ruts that you may have been stuck in, things that you've been maybe going in circles with. And the Four of Cups reversed and the Strength card is bringing in an opportunity for some experimentation, some life experimentation, some future experimentation, which I think is really going to actually stimulate a lot of you Capricorn people and your love lives in a very good way. When we talk about life experimentation, we are talking about changes that we are making not only to the way that we relate to each other, but possibly experimenting with different ways to run a household, experimenting with different ways to have a future, experimenting with different possible futures. The Four of Cups reversed is indicating a lot of you who may have been feeling like this relationship is kind of trapped in a bubble, or this relationship is kind of stuck in the past, or maybe it's going in circles, or it doesn't seem to be evolving or going anywhere fast. Now we start to see an opportunity for more. For those of you who are currently maybe available or single, this is where we start to see somebody coming into your life with an element or a life experience that you don't necessarily have. This is something from outside your norm, or essentially outside your reality experience as you recall it and know it. There's a very, very deep sense of foreignness here that you are urged to actually consider, even if for whatever reason you choose to do something. You always have free will. You choose to do something else with your love life. It's what they're bringing to the table that you want to at least make the time for, and a lot of you may actually end up continuing to see whoever is bringing this into your life. Some of you, however, may decide, no, the person was not for me, but I want to look into that thing more and more now that I've actually been introduced. So that is what I've got for you Capricorn people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.